whether it's true or not true. I'll take the opposite side of what I know and believe is the truth.
But you know what's funny about that, Dawgface? A lot of people won't say that, but a lot of people will. They actually do that. They'll actually. So it's almost funny. It's like he's actually just being very transparent when you think about it. And I got to ask you this. Is he the first person that just blew up just talking his way through the interviews? I was really thinking about this. I was like, he might be the first nigga that just talked his way into superstardom.
So when you look at the scale of it,
I'm saying dumb shit.
yeah,
it don't matter how you got there.
We've
but
had,
he got there.
So listen, before Charleston White, right? After Smackwater, I'm saying Smackwater is a guy of this shit.
Yeah, Smackwater.
So let me tell you what,
that's the OG for sure.
So when you talk about people who have turned themselves up off of just talking into a phone,
Smackwater definitely
is the OG
probably
of this
the OG,
shit.
yeah.
After Smackwater.
But he did it on his own. I'm talking about he did it on his own platform.
Yeah, he did it on,
the way he did it through interviews. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do it through interviews the way that
Let me just tell you this. So if you were to compare anybody to Smackwater in terms of a person turning themselves up on Instagram and maybe on Facebook as well, the only other person, there's multiple people now, but back then you had Smackwater and then you had Plaz. Plaz reinvented himself by going straight to the people, by going straight to Instagram. When you look at what Plaz was able to do, and then what's the guy name from Miami? Nino.
Nino, yeah.
Nino.
Greg? Was that the nigga talking about Greg?
Greg. Greg. The Nino.
He was wild.
The Nino guy. So it was Smackwater, it was the Nino. Both of them is OGs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them one-on-one. And then Plaz was able to do it as well. But Nino was straight Instagram, straight social media.
Yeah.
Plaz was social media. Smackwater was social media. But when it in terms of YouTube interviewing, I'm still gonna have to go with Smack first.
Okay.
Because he was you can't get around that.
Right.
But in terms of scaling, Charleston White came in and he made.
Because we talking about this nigga's on TV shows.
So you have to give him his just due.
Right.
You can't discredit or take away because he opened up the door for other people like myself. Right. He took it and he ran it up. You can't knock him for that. So there's a difference between what I'm saying. There's a difference between his contribution and how he does what he does now. Because right now, this shit is just all WWE when it comes to him. Right? He's mixing truth with falsehood, and then once his flame starts to die out, he will purposefully take the opposite side of something that he knows is perfectly logical.
First take,
right? And he'll go against it, even though he doesn't believe in the shit he's saying.
Would you ever do?
So when you start selling your listen, so that's when you start to compromise who you are, and you start to compromise the integrity of everything that you created. Because you haven't learned how to sustain yourself without having to take the most polarizing take and going opposite of what you know to be right and proper, right? You haven't been able to lock yourself into where you don't have to do that. The true essence of a motherfucker who's really in control of himself is a person who does not have to go against his own consciousness in order to be in the limelight. That's what we talked about.
But I had this conversation with somebody though, right? And he was telling me his artists, like let's just say, you know how an artist will start touching some real paper, and everybody has that moment where they kind of get full of themselves, just a little bit. They come back down to earth.
Oh, he's definitely on that. Yeah, he's definitely on that.
The real question about this is, when a real opportunity comes that could take you to the next level, will it make you compromise a little bit to go there? I feel like 90% of people probably wouldn't do it.
Charleston White is the quintessential example of a motherfucker. He's put all his cards on the table. He's basically said he's a compromised individual. Whenever his star starts to dim, whenever his flame starts to flicker, he will purposefully do things and say things to put himself in a position where people want to talk to him about why he said X, Y, and Z. And he said that he does it on purpose, even if he doesn't necessarily believe it, just to kind of like reignite his flame.
Right.
That is a motherfucker who's going to use anything to keep himself in the public eye. That's a motherfucker who's willing to compromise his own. Listen, fuck the money. You're willing, long before you get to the money, it's your own thought process.
Right.
It's your integrity. It's your own personal philosophies, your own self-constitution. If you're willing to go against your own self first, fuck all the external shit, fuck the money, fuck everything else. If you're gonna create a story in your mind that goes against what your brain is telling you to be, was telling you is proper and right, just to get just to become clickbaitable.
Right.
That's telling you, if he'll do that for that, he'll sell his ass for some money.
So let me ask you this.
He'll been over and present his ass to the public for some money.
So let me ask you this. Would you stand in front of a bullet for your family?
Depending on who it is. I don't fuck with all them niggas.
I'm saying the ones that you love.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So what do you say to the people that say, nigga, I'll do some clown shit to get some money to feed my family?
Listen, standing in front of a bullet to protect the people I love is different from selling my soul and compromising my integrity to get a buck. That's what's going on in the industry right now. That's what's going on in the world right now. That's what's going on in the streets right now. You have niggas willing to compromise what they know to be right and exact.
Think about this. How many niggas right now, right? Because snitching all of a sudden is cool. Now we're seeing telling at an alarming rate, bro. We're seeing niggas just common now. Now it's like, oh, he dog, fuck it.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is like, bro, it's hard for me to buy into niggas' integrity when it's like, we done seen so much bullshit, bro. Like, I feel like you should be a man. You should definitely be a man. You should stand on what you stand on, right? But I don't think you can look at other people and hold them to the same standard because it's like, bro, the shit that I'm looking at now, nigga, it's like,
so listen,
it's insane.
So I don't disagree with you, but let me just add this to what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I don't think people are just attaching labels and attaching titles to people.
Right.
I think people are judging people according to how they came into the game. Yeah. Charleston White came into the game as a breath of fresh air. He came into the game.
Are you saying because of the switch up?
Yeah, he switched up on them. He came into the game.
But he said, I can't wait to sell out. Remember, that nigga been telling y'all, bro. Y'all ain't been paying attention.
And listen, it's like most rats. Most rats been telling y'all. I'm gonna tell you.
Telling y'all niggas.
I'm gonna tell
all you niggas.
The whole thing is, but he came into the game as a breath of fresh air because never before have we had somebody who's black, who's operating the YouTube space, who's accepted like he was accepted, right?
Right.
He's like a black Charlie Kirk. Right. I'm gonna tell you niggas about y'all stuff.
Right.
I'm gonna put it on the floor, and y'all know I'm not lying.
Charlie Kirk took his whole style to me.
He absolutely did.
Yeah, for
Charlie Kirk was the black Charleston White.
Facts.
Because Charlie Kirk made a living by pointing out how inadequate, how insufficient, how slow and backwards, right? And how compromising black people was. He definitely took Charleston style and he robbed him of it and took it and ran with it. Just like Lil Durk took Dave's Low style and took it and ran with it. Same shit, nothing different.
Man, let me ask you this, man.
But before we go there, right?
Yeah.
When you talk about Charleston White, right? Here's one of the reasons why I have a problem with him. It's because not even 6 months ago, Charleston White, not even 6 months ago, bro, Charleston White, he made a blanket announcement when he said that he was really no longer interested in interviewing with the urban podcast outlets, right? Because he felt like they were holding him back because they were all asking him the same kind of questions about the same hip hop, rap, black entertainment type shit. And he felt like that he wasn't able to cross over into the white podcasting space, into the bigger spaces, into the Matt Cox, into the Sean Kellys, and into the Joe Rogan space because he was being pigeonholed.
So I want you to stop right there, right?
Okay.
And I want to ask you a question. There was a lot of truth in what he was saying, though. If you listen to what he was saying, right? He was basically saying, when we come on here, we talk about a lot of bullshit, right? Yeah. Even with our interviews, we talk politics. Like, we don't just stay on the nigga shit. We'll go over there and we'll hit you with some education. Right. So what he's trying to say is, when you got a nigga that got this much knowledge, right?
Right.
Remember when I first met you, I said, oh, you smart as fuck. Nigga, we got to tap into that other side. Yeah, what I'm saying is, niggas will keep you in this bullshit ass box and have you fucking fighting with the world, right? Versus let's talk about some other shit too, to where it's like maybe that can go viral. Maybe nigga, you went viral for talking about politics on here.
Yeah, I did. But see, here's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So when you reach the level of a Charleston White,
yeah,
you're not just at the interviewer's just at his wheel. You're not just. Oh, I
see what you're saying.
You're not just at his wheel.
Yeah.
When you get to that level, you can filter in questions.
But if I pay you, yes, you kind of are though.
Yeah, but see, the whole thing is, so that's the kicker there. If I'm paying you to be a nigga, then be a nigga. If you want to morph into something else, then you find yourself into you make it your business,
right,
to present yourself,
right,
to other platforms that talk about things other than urban shit. Right. You ain't got to. That's Charleston White is powerful enough and he's resourceful enough. And as you know, he's intelligent enough to be able to move into.
But he did it though. But see, that's the difference is.
But it didn't work for him.
It did though. He kind of getting.
And listen,
niggas on Drewski's show. It worked somehow, nigga.
Yeah,
it worked a little bit.
Drewski's a different animal. But hey, listen. So at the level that Charleston White, because he's not where he was a year or two ago. Right now, his star is kind of diminished. He got a jolt into his overall career when he went back to Vlad. That gave him a jolt.